Hello, Nanette, and hello, Taylor. How are you ladies this afternoon?
Good.
Thank you guys for coming in. Before we get started, I want to make sure the both of you are heard and get the most out of the session this hour. So before we begin, why don't you start, Nanette, by telling me what brings y'all in today?
I don't really know why we're here because I don't think that there's anything wrong with our relationship. I think it's fine.
So you're happy with the way things are right now. Okay, and Taylor?
I'm not happy at all.
Okay, so what's the issue?
So for me personally, we've been together for 2 years. We've been married for 2 years. And I was a nurse before I was a stay-at-home mom. We have an almost 2-year-old that we've adopted, a little girl. And I gave up my career as a nurse so I could be a stay-at-home mom. I get that. I made that decision. I had this career. We looked into childcare. At that point, we just couldn't do it because just monetary reasons, it didn't make sense. So I quit my job. I allowed Nanette to go to work, and I stay home with the child. I have a 2-year-old. Okay, that's all I see. And I'm saying I because I'm the one that takes care of it, and Nanette's not taking care of her.
So both of you guys had careers before you got married.
She still has a career.
Okay. And then,
So I'm the one that doesn't have a career.
so once you got married, were you still a nurse?
Yes.
Okay. And then you guys adopted, what is your little girl's name?
Her name is Ella.
And then you quit your job as
Yes.
a nurse. Okay. So you've been home for how long at this point?
I have been home for I quit my job about 4 months into having her
Okay.
because we just realized at that point that there was no way that we could do it.
Okay. Because are you the breadwinner?
Yes.
Okay. So Nanette is obviously working. So what are you the most frustrated about?
I think the lack of family time. I think it's so important just coming from my my medical background. I understand how important family is. I understand the whole nurturing, the whole aspect. And that's something that I want to bring into my family. I want our child to have that. I mean, she was adopted. Who knows what kind of we briefly know some information about, just her biological parents, but who knows what kind of environment she was brought up in utero in. And I don't want any of that to be brought up into our household. We want to show her what loving parents are supposed to feel like. And yes, we're a gay couple. I mean, we're the same sex couple. Who's what no society's going to bring to our child? So we want to I feel like we should bring this family atmosphere into this child to where she forms a loving environment and builds on herself and a high self-esteem to where if she gets put in society having parents that are the same sex, it won't affect her as much. But that can't happen if there's just me doing it. It's like I'm a single parent. She's not around. She doesn't even come home for dinner.
Okay, so walk me through. So do you hear everything Taylor's saying?
Yes.
Do you agree with all of that?
Yes.
Okay. So walk me through, either one of you guys, what a typical day looks like.
I wake up with the baby, and she wakes up probably around 7:30. So I wake up a little bit before that to get up, get ready. Nanette's up and probably out of the house by like 7:30. So they're already like missing. If there is time, it's like 5 or 6 minutes, and that's that. And she's just worried about grabbing her coffee and running out the door. It's not like it's a high and by type of thing. So she goes to work. I wake up. I mean, I am cleaning the house. I am cooking us dinner. I'm doing all that, and yet at the same exact time, she expects me to be able to go work out, go have my nails and my hair done, and all this prima donna, trophy wife type of person. And how do you expect me to do that with a 2-year-old? I have a 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, running around the house. I can't do that. They are running into things, taking things out the wall, wanting to stick their fingers into things, and questioning every single move. Yeah, I'm supposed to cook. I'm supposed to clean. I'm supposed to go to the grocery. I'm supposed to pick up dry cleaning. I'm supposed to drop dry cleaning off. I'm supposed to do all of that.
And are you accomplishing all those tasks?
Not all of them.
Okay.
And when it doesn't happen, then it's stress on me because and then that comes home and says, well, where's my dry cleaning? Well, I need to wear this tomorrow because I have this case tomorrow, and I need to wear this. Well, I'm so sorry. Ella got sick, started throwing up everywhere. I can't take a baby out vomiting everywhere.
So what time in the afternoon do you find yourself getting home from work?
Around 7:30.
Okay.
7:30.
And do y'all sit down and have dinner together?
usually because I get home so late and they've already ate. So
Okay. So at that point, when you walk in and you go to have dinner, you're eating dinner alone?
yes.
And what are you doing at that time?
At that time, I'm probably putting the baby down, like finishing wrapping up bath time, or if I'm done with that, I'm taking a bath, getting ready for bedtime routine.
So I'm hearing that you're just super frustrated.
Yes.
And maybe, am I interpreting it wrong, a little lonely?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm by myself.
Okay. And before Ella came along, did you guys have a lot of time in the morning? And obviously you were a nurse, but in the afternoons to connect and hang out a little bit more?
Yeah, because I had flexibility with my job being a nurse.
Okay.
You know, and that flexibility is not there.
Okay. So you're hearing your wife tell you that, you know, she's not really seeing you in the morning, but 6 or 7 minutes. Afternoon, you're coming in 7:30 at night. She's bathing, Ella putting her in bed. Y'all aren't having dinner together. With everything that she's saying, how does that make you feel?
I mean, I feel bad.
Mhm.
I don't want her to be upset, and I want her to be happy.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Do you miss the way things used to be before Ella
absolutely.
came
Absolutely.
along?
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
And do you guys want this relationship to work?
Yes.
Okay, so y'all are committed to each other. This is just kind of like a bump in the road, lifestyle change, and you're just trying to figure out how you can come back together.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So now that it's all aired out, tell me a little bit about your schedule. You get up
I get
7:30.
up around 7:30, and then I mean, I am rushing to get out the door because I might have a case or something going on, and I mean, I don't even really take lunch hours at work because it's just I'm hectic at work too.
Right.
And then, I mean, yes, I probably should be able to leave at 5 or 5:30, but I'm trying to get a promotion at work, so I'm trying to put my hours in, and it just ends up every day that I'm not getting home till 7:30.
Are you stressed out?
Yes.
Yes. And what would you say your biggest stress is?
Being, needing to bring money in to support my family.
Yes. So I'm hearing both frustrations. You're feeling the frustration and the stress of being the breadwinner. Before, y'all were a dual income family. Now all the finances are falling on you, and I'm hearing the stress of you just being the sole caretaker of Ella right now. Neither one of you guys seem like you're having much fun together, and you, even though you're married, co-parenting, it could end up lonely. It's like you're living a life with the responsibility of wanting to put food on the table, and you're living a life with the responsibility of making sure Ella gets the best care, especially like you said before, because she was adopted, and you don't know where she came from, and you just want to, both of you guys want to provide the best for her. Do you see any way out of this? Like, what if you could change one thing, Taylor, or if you could turn to Nanette and ask Nanette 2 or 3 things that would make it better off the top of your head, could you list a few things?
I think one thing would be not putting myself first, but putting Ella first, saying, okay, could you spare like 15 minutes or 30 minutes of just playtime with her? That way you can build a relationship, because God forbid 2 years from now she may not even know who you are. I mean, she knows that you're her mom, but then she doesn't know you. And then the other thing would be just to have some kind of separate time for just us. Even if it's once a month, we go out for a date night, or we go to dinner, or we go do something. And it doesn't have to be with Ella.
I agree.
So I'm hearing you would like some time where Nanette and Ella can bond in the morning and carving out a date night once a month. Anything in particular that you would like from Taylor?
Just to be a little bit more understanding. I mean, I know it's hard that you take it so personal, but I mean, I could probably at least, once a week, maybe make sure I leave at 5 and get home at 5:30 so we can have dinner. Maybe I could also once a week, I bathe Ella and put her down, or more than once a week. Just have to work on that.
Yeah, sometimes there's no ill intention. You just get lost in the stress of the day, and you play a very important role, and you play a very important role, and the last thing that you want to happen is just resenting each other. You want to try to love and respect and thank the person for the role that they play, but Ella's going to be no good if y'all aren't any good. So I think the most important thing to do is, yes, definitely you want to carve out more time to spend with Ella, but you guys have to have a solid foundation. So I think that that's a great start. Would it be possible for you to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning before Nanette leaves to have maybe just a cup of coffee together?
Mm-hmm.
So at least you're starting your day off with chit-chatting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I love the idea of a date once a month. Okay. Well, I know this is our first session and we're almost out of time, but do you feel like maybe we've laid down some, not ground rules, but some expectations and some goals that you can work on the next week?
Yeah, I
Just so
think the different activities and just kind of talking about, what goals we like in the future
Okay.
have helped.
Perfect. All right, ladies. Well, thanks for carving out time to come in, and I'll see you guys same time next week.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.